the key for this initiative is to take it to people who need it the most. So people who already have chronic conditions, who are at risk of chronic conditions, but are also in disadvantaged situations, so they don't necessarily have the access and opportunity to get to these programs that most of us would have. People in more disadvantaged situations, on limited income, with lack of transport and all those sorts of issues, previously haven't been able to access programs like this. So what we're finding now, particularly as we've done all the work to build the stakeholder relationships and get everything happening, get the centres implementing the program, is that we're really starting to engage with the target groups, and the referrals are coming from general practice and community health and welfare and charitable organisations, and we are really getting people into the program who need it.
3 years ago I went to the doctor and he told me I had a cholesterol of much too high and blood pressure that was much too high, and put me on a whole heap of medications, which I stayed on for the 3 years, but in the last 3 months since I've been on this program, I've given up the cholesterol medication, I've given up one of the blood pressure medications, and my blood pressure and my cholesterol are both staying down.
The Live for Life program is recommended for anyone who is at a high risk of getting type 2 diabetes, obese, or just not living a very active lifestyle. It's a group supervised session which allows participants to socialise and to have a sense of belonging to the group. Each program is designed to progress so they can get the best and most out of their program.
It's a confidence thing. Being in the program gives you the confidence. You've got Liam, who's the trainer. Liam's there always encouraging you and making sure that you don't rest on your laurels. And so I've been in, I said, maybe 12 weeks, maybe a bit longer, and I am beginning to be one of those gym junkies, not through fitness, but through feeling comfortable. Spending an hour a day on yourself is something you don't normally do in everyday life. So in that sense, yeah, you get the feedback, you get the positive reinforcement just from yourself, just for looking after it. Really, at the end of the day, there's such a range of people here. It's got a community feel to it. Yeah, very positive, and so it's not at all a difficult thing to do. And as I said, it took me 3 or 4 weeks before I began to feel the benefits. Now, 10, 12 weeks in, yeah, I'm hooked.
So for the very start, it's just really building a foundation, so increasing their knowledge and things that they can do to help improve themselves in the short term, and then to just keep challenging themselves and building up for it, and really in a fun and friendly environment, which really helps them along the way. But I think the really interesting part is to see how well they're now talking to each other, and during our training sessions and motivating keep each other, just challenging each other through it. And I think the real big thing that this program's about is using the knowledge that they learn throughout the training sessions and then implement it in their home life. So being able to do it even though I'm not around. So it's really that education level that's great.
I never exercised. I've lost a lot of weight now, but you know, I didn't exercise before that, and now I feel that I am actually a lot healthier to be able to exercise. I've started doing this program. It's been wonderful because you know, exercise used to scare me, and now it doesn't. I love it. I'm actually even exercising at home. And I'm also teaching my mother-in-law because she looks after my children while I'm here. So I'm teaching her the exercises that I'm doing, so I'm helping her as well, and it's great. It's good for any age group.
I started doing exercise in probably January, and I had a lot of problems with my knees, and he's really worked with me on that, and I can exercise now and I know how to manage that, and really I don't have knee problems like I was, so that's a huge gain because I was really going to give up. I feel energised, glad that I've done it, like I feel like I can achieve my goals. Yeah, I've lost 30 kilos, but I've got quite a lot more to go. But yeah, I feel like I can do it.
You know, when a program came up, I said, this is a great program to do. You know, with the onset of type 2 diabetes and fairly unhealthy, I said, I need to do something. I feel really good. Yeah, the last assessment that Adrian done for me, I've lost a lot of centimetres and put on muscle mass, so I'm really happy. You know, things I wouldn't have done otherwise.
And then when we heard about this program and the fact that he'd be doing it within a team environment with a professional trainer, I thought, this is it, this is what Dad needs. He's just a lot more positive. He is not as grumpy. He actually exercises without us telling him.
The coming weight a little bit down, I think, and size was coming down too when I checked, you know. And, all right, perfect.